Your Country 1039 KGRT, Zach Brown Band, and one of my favorites from Zach and Highway 20 Ride.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's right, my friends. It is question of the day time, and our question of the day comes from the fact that today happens to be National Teacher Day. Yay! National Teacher Day, where we celebrate our teachers. Perhaps our teachers, perhaps the teachers that are currently in the schools teaching our kids these days today, because I all need the recognition, and recognition that I would say would be well deserved and earned for sure on that one. You have no idea. After knowing a few teachers, it is amazing what they do for their kids. In fact, one would say that they do so much for their kids, almost to their own detriment. That's right there. That's how much the teachers love their kids. So today is National Teacher Day. So our question of the day for you is, do you have a favorite teacher, maybe a teacher of your kids, or one that you had in your own personal school experiences that you had a favorite teacher, or perhaps a piece of teacher wisdom? I have this one piece of wisdom that was told to me by my history teacher in high school, and for the life of me, I just couldn't remember his name. I've been trying to remember all morning, but that little piece of wisdom from my history teacher says, always look for interesting names in history, because then we can torture our kids with them later. Yay! So that was my piece of wisdom that we have right there. But yeah, do you have a favorite teacher? Do you have a teacher that really meant a lot to you? This would be a great opportunity maybe to shout them out if you wanted to. But that is our question of the day in honor of National Teacher Day. Do you have a favorite teacher, or perhaps a piece of teacher wisdom that you would like to pass along? Go ahead and let me know your answers. Give me a call at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. We are live on our social media pages right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So you can go ahead and head over there. Just do a little search for KGRT on there. You'll find us, and you can go ahead and leave a comment on our question of the day as well. In honor of National Teacher Day, do you have a favorite teacher that you'd like to shout out, or perhaps pass along a piece of teacher wisdom that was passed on to you? That is our question of the day. All righty. We are exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So yeah, teachers, they do a lot. They did a lot for me when I was in school. There's a few teachers that I really remember as being really kind and awesome. There's a few teachers that I didn't necessarily get along with. That is for sure, because I remember a couple of English teachers, one in particular. That was not fun. But most of the teachers that I've met, most of the people that I had in my school experiences were really, really awesome and encouraging. And I thought they were really, really cool people in general. But I don't know. What about you? Did you have some cool teachers right here? Did you have a favorite teacher when you were growing up? Great opportunity to go ahead and shout them out right now if you wanted to. The only sad thing is that I learned that a lot of my teachers, especially when in my elementary school days, when I actually went to a private school in elementary school, is to find out that some of these teachers, as we get older, they pass away, and a few of the nuns at that time have passed away, and it was kind of sad to hear that. But yeah, it was great. Amy just wanted to shout out her third grade teacher, Miss Nash. Awesome, pretty good teacher too at the child care center. That is pretty cool. So there you go, Amy, your shout out there. Yeah. And shout out to Amy as well, who's also a pretty good teacher there. I'm going to put that one out there right now. Okay. So I did it. I said it. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, there's so many different teachers that did a lot for me when I was growing up, because I was a weird kid. I'm not going to lie about that. I was a weird kid, and it was pretty cool to go ahead and have a lot of that support. And like I said, I had a few bad teachers. Amy, you might remember this one, a couple of English teachers that were not quite as encouraging to me, one in particular. But you know what? I'm here anyway. So, there you go. But for all the great teachers that are out there, and there are a bunch of them, like I said, they do a lot for our kids, sometimes to their own detriment. Thanks for being out there, and thanks for doing what you do. in honor of National Teacher Day. So if you want to shout out a teacher, or maybe spread a little bit of teacher wisdom to everybody else here as well, go ahead and do so by leaving those comments down below. In the meantime, let's take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Of course, everybody knows about the passing of Jerry Springer. He was laid to rest this past weekend in Chicago. A public memorial was planned, or is being planned, for May 16th in Cincinnati. He was once mayor of Cincinnati. Remember that part about Jerry Springer's past? Not a lot of people do. Also, it looks like Serena Williams is pregnant with her second child. So congratulations, Serena. Snoop Dogg has joined an investment group that wants to buy the Ottawa Senators hockey team because, of course, when you think of Snoop Dogg, you think of hockey. Apparently, Ryan Reynolds is part of an opposing group planning to bid about $1 billion for the NHL club. I think Ryan, being Canadian, probably has a little bit more NHL and hockey experience. Apparently, Sylvester Stallone is planning to star in another cliffhanger movie. Wow, that one's coming back. That film was done in 1993, so quite a while for a sequel there. And check this out. Elvis's 1976 Harley Davidson is being auctioned off. Now, he bought the motorcycle on an auction in Palm Springs before having it shipped to Graceland, and the custom painted black and blue bike, just 1,261 miles on it, and is expected to sell for as much as $800,000. I would not be surprised if it went a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm maybe talking probably a cool mill at least, just because somebody is going to want it and somebody else is going to want it. And there you go, bidding war right there. So that's what's going on in and around the world today. So once again, in honor of National Teacher Day, our question of the day for you is, do you have a favorite teacher that you'd like to go ahead and shout out, or perhaps a piece of teacher wisdom that you would like to go ahead and pass along? Once again, you can go ahead and leave those comments below right here on our social media pages, and that way we can get to them later, because I do love looking at all the comments as I go along throughout the day when everybody takes a look at this. So once again, our question of the day: do you have a favorite teacher that you'd like to shout out, or a piece of teacher wisdom that you'd like to pass along, all in honor of National Teacher Day today?